Bipartisan team to suspend talks with Kenya Kwanza while issuing a 7-day ultimatum to Kenya Kwanza to honor key demands, failure to which the opposition will consider the talks to have collapsed. Opposition further accused President William Ruto of bulldozing the talks to calm political temperatures in the country, while claiming the Kenya Kwanza side is divided, claiming they received directions from different bosses. Apollo Kamau reports.
Wednesday's crucial meeting of Azimio principles has jolted the now suspended Bipartisan Talks after the coalition endorsed the decision by its bipartisan team to pull out of the talks, while serving Kenya Kwanza a 7-day notice to honor the opposition's demands in the talks, or Azimio considers the talks to have collapsed.
Meeting resolved and has given authority to our team in the Bipartisan Talks to issue a notice of dissolution of the talks in the event that Kenya Kwanza will not publicly accede to the interim measures within 6 days, in line with the provisions of the framework agreement. This notice ends on Tuesday next week.
Azimio has accused President William Ruto of bulldozing the talks to buy time in calming political temperatures, while spilling the beans on divisions in the Kenya Kwanza bipartisan team, which they claimed is receiving instructions from various camps in Kenya Kwanza, hurting the talks.
They are getting different instructions and are clearly pulling in different directions. Secondly, Kenya Kwanza has no clear direction on whether the talks should proceed or not. Deliberately, they have no clear direction from Mr. William Ruto on how to proceed. 3, Kenya Kwanza sees the talks as a process of managing the political situation, calming down the political temperatures, and continue with business as usual.
The opening of IEBC servers, the suspension of the selection panel meant to pick new IEBC commissioners, urgent action on the cost of living, and cessation of interference in the Jubilee Party remaining Azimio's key demands, which Kenya Kwanza must honor ahead of Tuesday next week.
Kenya Kwanza must make no mistake that Azimio will do everything possible to protect its affiliate parties from these heinous attacks. We ask all Kenyans to join us in protecting multi-party democracy, for which many Kenyans lost their lives. 5, all Jubilee Party members of Parliament who have crossed the floor and joined Kenya Kwanza must go for by-elections.
The registrar of political parties, Anderito, has now been roped in as part of the Bipartisan Talks agenda for being used by Kenya Kwanza to frustrate the Jubilee Party. Azimio wants her to resign.
The registrar of political parties, Mrs. Anderito, must leave office in view of clear manifestations that she has been co-opted into partisan and illegal schemes by Kenya Kwanza to cripple instead of protecting political parties.
Ahead of Tuesday's announcement, failure by Kenya Kwanza to cede to Azimio's demands means the opposition goes back to what they know best: mass action. Apollo Kamau, TV 47 in Nairobi.